Good day. We're receiving strange reports coming out of the United States this Easter Sunday. We finally have our correspondent in Washington. Amira?
We were scheduled to cover Easter services, but we witnessed something unusual. Hundreds of people walking silently past the National Cathedral. We followed them here, to the White House. And now thousands have gathered, growing by the minute. I don't know what this is, but I know it isn't normal.
Amira, to your knowledge, was any kind of protest scheduled today?
Not that I'm aware of, James. Protests usually want attention, but there were no announcements, no calls to action. There was nothing on the internet, no hashtags, and nobody is talking to us. This feels different. We'll keep working to find out who these people are and what brought them here.
We're now getting a report from our correspondent in Florida, just outside Palm Beach. Lena?
James, the Easter holiday usually marks one of the busiest weekends of the year. But this morning, something changed. Shortly after sunrise, staff began walking out of the resort. No announcement. They just left. Then hundreds of people arrived and surrounded the property. They've been arriving all morning, and now number in the thousands. It's as if it has been enveloped by a human shield. This has to be connected to what's happening in Washington.
The report from DC was that the event appeared to be spontaneous. To your knowledge, did anyone know about this?
There was no warning. None of us knew this was coming. So far, no one's raised their voice. No one's taken the spotlight. The people are silent, and they've made no demands.
Thank you, Lena. We're now joined by the World News Service media reporter, Catherine Vale. Catherine, what do you make of what's happening in America?
James, within the last hour, we've confirmed multiple reports of walkouts and mass gatherings, not just in Washington and Florida, but also in Los Angeles and New York City, as well as other cities across the United States. Critical infrastructure and businesses are being shut down. This doesn't look like a protest. It looks more like a strike.
Catherine, what is the media telling us?
Perhaps just as unsettling. Many of America's major news networks aren't reporting any of it. No coverage, no alerts. They've just started running pre-recorded programming.
Thank you. This, just in, our reporters in the States have heard the people calling this event Blessed Easter. To help us understand what we're seeing in America, I'm joined now by Thomas Hale, former UN Special Envoy.
Thank you, James. It's good to be with you.
Thomas, you've spent your career navigating protests, uprisings, and democratic transitions around the world. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, James, I've seen unrest. I've seen resistance. But I've never seen silence move this quickly with this much coordination. This isn't protest in the traditional sense. There are no speeches, slogans, or apparent leaders. This looks like a refusal to carry the system any further. Since you're asking me what this means, I think we're seeing the biggest peaceful revolution in modern history.
Thank you, Thomas. It's good to be with you again as well. Stay with World News Service as we continue to cover the extraordinary events happening in the United States. Good day. It is the day after Blessed Easter. It's being described as a voluntary shutdown of the United States. While there has still been no official briefing, the President did issue a social media post early this morning. These are lazy people pretending to be heroes. This isn't a movement, it's a tantrum. They just want attention for their radical agenda. The previous president destroyed our economy. I turned it around, and now it's the best in the world. And they're trying to ruin it. On purpose. America is great again because of me. Either they go back to work, or the response will be swift and brutal. Thank you for your attention to this matter. That was the official statement from the President of the United States. There has been no public response from the movement itself. Yesterday was Blessed Easter, and the apparent shutdown of the United States continues. We begin in Washington. Amira.
James, every major city across the country is now reporting more gatherings. They are effectively shutting down America. This has spread since yesterday.
From New York, business correspondent Daniel Ruiz.
James, companies are scrambling. Roughly 60% of the nationwide workforce hasn't returned. Airports, subways, freight, stalled. Even those willing to work can't get through the gridlock.
Amira, do you have something else for us?
Yes, James. One speaker earlier today broke the silence directly.
When those we vote to represent us fail to do so, the only recourse we have is to represent ourselves.
And now, we're starting to hear from the people. We continue our coverage of the shutdown in America. We now go to our correspondent in Washington.
Over the last several hours, we've seen a shift. In city after city, people have stepped forward to speak.
The best way to get the attention of those who truly hold power is to cut off their profits. That's why we're here.
Some say, wait and vote them out. But if we think they'll let us vote again, we're fooling ourselves.
We're not doing this because the world is watching. We're doing it because our children are watching.
This isn't new. Some of us have been fighting this fight our entire lives.
If we do nothing now, we may not make it to Independence Day.
To those being told we are the enemy or unpatriotic, we're here for you, too.
Moments ago, I was granted an interview with someone we learned is a key voice in this event, Reverend Wilson Shaver. I will speak with him later today.
Stay tuned for more from the United States, from the World News Service. Joining us now from Washington is Amira Shah, with the Pastor of the People.
I'm here with Reverend Wilson Shaver. Pastor, why speak now?
Because silence is what got us here. We will no longer be quiet while our country is suffering. Let me be clear. We are not asking. We are demanding. First, we demand the removal of this entire administration that has dismantled our democratic norms. Second, we demand a return to real representation. The rich will no longer buy influence. We shut down the country because the system stopped working, and it will not open again until American values and justice are restored.
Aren't you and the people afraid?
Of course, Amira, but we're more afraid for our country.
James, back to you.
Reverend Wilson Shaver, live from Washington. His voice now heard around the world.
Thanks for watching. Please follow us for more original content.